Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Gemma here, bringing you the next episode from my Leicester City Growing Challenge on FIFA 16. Today we have got Stoke City as the first game. They are the league leaders. Then we will be simulating games against West Ham and Norwich, and then we're into the January transfer window. But before that, you can see here is my shortlist, and there's only two players there, Carvajal and Fekir, that are yet to be fully scouted. Now at the moment, I want to go, my gut feeling is I go for Nkolu for 10 mil there, and Van der Weel, and then Fekir. Three good options there, but we'll see how the others pan out. So we're now going to simulate onto the game against Stoke, see what options, see if anything else comes back. We've got also made some inquiries as well, as you can just see. Madrid want 27.5 mil for Danny Carvajal. Okay, fair enough. Milan want 31 million for Carlos Bacca. That's way out of our league. But what we could also do is, I'm going to have a go. I've never done this before ever in FIFA. I'm going to ask the board for some money. Request funds. Right. Now, qualify for Euro League. Yes. Cup, Euro, reach the knockout stage. Reach the quarter-final, I believe. Enter amount. We're going to go with... Well, we've got 25 million in the bank at the moment, so I'm thinking 10 mil. I don't know what we'll get out of that, because that takes up to 35 mil. We can at least get some more players in using that extra 10 million at least, taking us up to 35 million, provided we get it all. So let's simulate further. Let's see what we get. Fekir inquiry, 17 mil. That's decent. We can afford that. Right, the board have come back. We have a visual inquiry, but unfortunately we are not able to grant you all the funds you have asked for. So we are willing to offer you 6,205,000. Why the 205,000? I have no idea, but I'll take that anyway. More funds towards some transfers. That is pretty good. Right, let's jump straight into the first match of the episode against Stoke, and now we have £32 million in the bank, so it is looking pretty promising indeed. Right then, guys, for the first match against Stoke City. Stoke and Leicester have are the two best defensive teams in the league. So basically this is literally a top two battle in terms of the strength of the defenders. Especially Leicester have Schmeichel in goal, Simpson, Sane, Morgan and Fuchs at the back, Kante, Morales, Amati and Drinkwater in midfield, Joa and Remy up front. The formation that was used last time out against Everton in the 4-4-2 diamond. As for Stoke in this match, they have Butland in goal, Johnson, Wilson, Shawcross and Peters at the back, Whelan in Bula, Shaqiri, Onatovic and Bojan in a five-man midfield, and then Slimani up front on his own. The first attack of the episode comes from my very own Leicester, or Stoke rather, not my own Leicester. Stoke are the attacking team in this highlight, for God's sake. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But the ball misses absolutely everybody. Onatovic, very good. Simpson just doesn't know what he's doing. In fact, the whole defence do not know what they are doing. Schmeichel doesn't know what he's doing either, and Leicester are 1-0 down within a matter of minutes, thanks to one shockingly bad piece of defending. You're going to close him down, you've got to make a tackle. If you're not going to tackle him, don't bother closing him down at all. It's that simple. I mean, Morgan falls to the ground like an absolute idiot. What he's doing, I have absolutely no idea, but Stoke have another really good chance matched by Schmeichel making a fantastic save. And we can try and get ourselves on the attack. Remy gets played in here, and unfortunately it's played back to Kante, into Joa. Not much of a chance being created here until Kante gets played in, and the shot is made, matched by the save. We come on the attack in the second half here. Let's try and get ourselves an opening, but unfortunately that goal is unfortunately not going to count because it's flagged for offside. Really gutting, because I thought at that point we were right back in the game. Still in the second half now. Remy coming forward now, cuts it inside, and again, plays Daniel Amati in. Good shot, good save from the keeper. Still 1-0 to Stoke at this current stage in the game. We get the corner, whipped in by the cross, and unfortunately the chance gets headed over. Stoke come on the attack once again here. Afellay, the substitute, coming forward now. Still, 10 minutes go, 2-0. Is it going to be 2-0? It's still 1-0 at this stage, but it could be 2-0 here. And off the bar, the header comes, but unfortunately, the defence don't react quick enough. The keeper doesn't react quick enough. Stoke react quick enough, the attacking players. And they go 2-0 up with a matter of minutes of the match left to be played. And this game is now out of Leicester's reach down. Let's be honest. Stoke, I believe at the time, were the league leaders. But unfortunately, Leicester are 2-0 down at home to Stoke in a game that should have been much, much better from Leicester's point of view defensively. But we do try and make up for it. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. And Marty holds his head in his hand because he knows that was a massive goal-scoring opportunity. We get the corner, we whip it in, and Stoke get it cleared away for yet another corner. Mahrez obviously to take it and whip it in once again. Mahrez. It is Mahrez. He whips it in. Can the delivery any better? It sort of is. A really good chance deflected over, and that is how the game ended. Really, you know, by the time Stoke scored that second goal, the game was dead and buried for Leicester. They weren't going to get themselves back into it, but that is how the game ended. Full time. Stoke City 2, Leicester City 0. At the King Power, Stoke go back home with all 3 points. Well, guys, that 2-0 loss, as you know, was absolutely shambolic defensively. But despite losing, we still sit in the top 5, which is good. Just looking at the Europa League, if I can actually go on to it. I just saw the Champions League last 16. We haven't got the Europa League yet because that's the round of 32. But we will find it out sooner or later. On to transfers briefly. Straight away, we need a defender. We need, I don't know what it is, we just need another right back. We need defenders basically. We obviously need another striker. I would like, we've got centre backs, but I would like to have a backup to Danny Simpson. So I'm going to quickly put a bid. Oh, I don't, why can't I? Okay, let's just inquire about Van der Weel. Why? I don't understand why I can't make a bid. But anyway, let's try and make a bid quickly for Kitty. Oh, we can't make a bid because we're in the transfer window yet. Muppet. Okay. I don't worry about that. But when we get to the there's me thinking I can't make transfers because it's transfer not even the start of the window yet. But when we get to the 1st of January, Van der Weel and Fekir, the 2 key players I'd like to bring in first and foremost. Right back is essential. But let's quickly take a look at the squad condition. Remy wants to rest, so we're going to give him that. Kramaric is going to come in for this game against West Ham. Mahrez out for Wanyama. I feel we lost that strength in midfield with Wanyama because obviously Mahrez is more of an attacking player. It just didn't work. Morgan out for Huth and Drinkwater for Albrighton. Mix it up a little bit. Let's put those players into this next game against West Ham. We need to obviously. We're away at West Ham. I don't know where West Ham are sitting in the league. Let's quickly have a look. West Ham are not in the top 8. Not that. West Ham are sitting in 11th. Our next game against Norwich after that is 8th place in 18th. So these 2 games are games that we can happily simulate. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to pick up wins against West Ham and Norwich in order for us to obviously maintain our current top 4 position. No. What? Oh my god. Not only did we lose 1-0 thanks to Poyet, Schmeichel is out injured. How long for? One thing after another is coming to the transfer window. Right, let's have a look at the emails and see, shall we? Hopefully it's only a couple of days and we can cope with him for 1 game. Right, Van der Weel, they want 8.5 million. We can do that, fair enough. Right, player injured. 6 weeks! What the hell? Have we even got another keeper? Like I think we haven't we? Oh, also. Okay. We lost to West Ham. We've lost Schmeichel for 6 weeks, which means Allsop takes his place. Not necessarily desirable, but let's now go to the next game against Norwich. Sort the squad out once again. We're going to bring the jar out this time for Remy. Give him Simpson is going to come out for Richie to Lat, and Fuchs out for Schlupp. Make some defensive changes. I can't believe Schmeichel's out for 6 weeks. Which means that throughout the month of January, I don't know what we've got, well basically he's out for the whole of January as well. So we've got Southampton on the 1st of January in the FA Cup, and we've got Newcastle. So actually, January isn't actually too bad, neither is the beginning of February, but as you can see there, around the 32 in the Europa League, we have Roma. So interesting enough. Right, okay. Let's simulate this game against Norwich and then jump straight into the transfer window to try and make some changes to this team. We've obviously got Okazaki, Vardy and now Schmeichel out injured. Come on, we need a win. We need to beat Norwich here. They're in the relegation zone, for goodness sake. Oh my God, it's one thing after another. We lose to West Ham, Schmeichel gets injured. We lose to Norwich, who are in the relegation zone, Kramaric gets injured. Oh my God. But then again, simulating, I'm trying to speed the series up a little bit here. And, oh my God. Kramaric is out for 2 days, that's fair enough. He'll recover from that quite quickly, obviously. Right, so where are we now sitting in the league, exactly? We're in the 3rd round of against Southampton next. I genuinely can't believe it. We've just lost 2-1 at home to Norwich, who's sitting in a relegation zone. Like, oh my God. Right, okay. Where is... Oh, I'm going through it the wrong way. Oh my God. This is mental. I can't believe that we have just lost to both West Ham. We basically lost to Stoke, West Ham and Norwich. I mean... How... Oh, I've gone off the table, for God's sake. Anyway, right, let's just advance on now to the start of the transfer window. I can't believe we've just lost 3 league games in a row. Newcastle are coming up as well, so we need to make some transfers soon. Obviously, Southampton, we are going to play. Right, squad depth concerns. It has come to the attention of the Leicester City board that there is a problems area within the current squad, particularly in the defensive positions. I've already noticed that on the board, don't worry. If the team first sees sustained an injury or suspension, then we believe that the current defensive options are not good enough to replace them. Do not hesitate to contact the board if you need help bringing in the required talent necessary to fill this void. Fair enough, right. Okay, right, let's go and make some bids now before we jump into the next game against Southampton. It's clear we need defensive options, extra defensive options. Right, transfers. Well, let's just go for it. Approach PSG to buy Van der Weel. Right, they wanted 8 million, but 8.5. But I reckon we can knock. Why is there an ice cream van down there? You can knock it here as well. It's not ideal. Okay, right. Shut it up. Seriously. Right. So they wanted 8.5, but I feel we can steal him a little bit and hopefully do something about it. We're going to approach. No, we don't want that. We want to buy him now. Wow, he is really cheap because the amount he's got left on his contract. Go 3 million for him. His contract is 6 months away. Obviously, 6 months will not help us whatsoever, and we've got to go for Fekir up front. We have got to go for Fekir. Really, I think. We need to go with 7. I'm gonna go 17. And now let's just keep going. How long even is this recording? This is 8 minutes long. We played 1 game. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can do this. Okay. I'm not going to simulate it. The cup game. I cannot afford to simulate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... do I end it here? I think I will. We'll end the episode here just so it's straightforward in terms of games. We've got 3 huge games coming up, and obviously transfers are vital. I don't actually do I? No, let's just go with it. Let's just jump into this next game against Southampton. Screw it. We've got to. I mean, I can't believe the squad is just ridiculous. Right, Simpson. We need the team back up to strength. Where's Ojoa? He's on the bench, isn't he? Where's Ojoa? Am I going mental? There he is. Okay, Ojoa's there. Okay. I don't like Keith that much. Get Morgan in there. Schlupp can stay. Kante. Don't know about him. We'll get Gray in at Can. Or do we get Morris back? We'll get Morris back in at Can. And we'll get Kante out for Drinkwater. Give him a rest. Right. Obviously, we've obviously played. We need to make sure we beat Southampton, otherwise it's going to be one hell of a bad episode. But Southampton at home in the Cup. The FA Cup is next. Let's jump straight into it. Right then, guys, for this match against Southampton in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, Ryan Allsop comes into the team for the injured Schmeichel, Simpson, Sane, Morgan and Schlupp at the back, Drinkwater, Banyala, Morris, Marty, Remy, and probably Joa making up the remainder of the team. Southampton have Forster in goal, Cedric, Fonte. Don't quite know, can't even read the remainder of the team now. Pella and Mane up top, Rodriguez on the left hand side. But we come on the first attack of the match here. Really good save from the keeper. The conditions don't make this match very easy to watch, let alone edit, let alone do whatever you got to do with it. But a fantastic chance scored by Southampton, and I was distracted then, you can tell, because I went completely silent. But anyway, Southampton get the goal, and that puts them in front there. They come forward really nicely in the replay here. Really good chance. What on earth was the defence doing? Ryan Allsop, yeah, okay, he is the backup keeper to Schmeichel, who is obviously out injured. But we come on the attack, try and redeem ourselves, but Forster makes an absolutely phenomenal save. And we get the corner. Morris to whip it in as per. And unfortunately, the keeper and the defence combined get it out. Only as far as Marty, who keeps running through. Could that be a penalty? I thought it was, but the referee doesn't think so. But into the second half here, Remy gets played in, takes his time, bang, top right hand corner, and Leicester have brought the game level in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, the proper 3rd round, without going into the replay. What a ball it was over to Remy, took his time, just eyed up the shot, took his time, aimed it perfectly, 1-1, bang. Southampton coming through now, had a really good chance to put themselves back in front, absolutely blew it. But by hitting the side netting. But we come through with Schlupp going down that left hand side. He is absolutely lethal. Cuts inside, goes into the middle of the box, gets a shot away straight into the hands of Forster. I mean, you've got to go for the corners there. You've really got to. But Southampton come forward once again, play a bit of ping pong and absolutely miss. An absolute sitter. But they get the corner as a result, as it was clearly deflected. And we do get it cleared out for a corner, a goal kick, sorry. And that is how the game ended. 1-1 in the 3rd proper round. It looks like, and obviously, a replay is required. Well, guys, a 1-1 draw in the FA Cup 3rd round against Southampton means we go to a replay once we've played Newcastle and Sunderland at St Mary's. So we're going to simulate to the next game against Newcastle and see if we get any more information back on regarding our transfers with Van der Wiel and Fekir and Nkulu, or whatever his name is. Transfer offer for Drinkwater. I am not willing to sell anybody. I feel at least the team is good enough. You know, I don't want to sell anybody. It's about strengthening to go far in the Europa League. And Nkulu, Bayern have offered. Okay, transfer negotiations. Okay, and Kulu is we need to improve the offer. So I know I went in for that initially, but it's just for 7. I doubt we're going to get him now. We might have to search for somebody else, which is fine. Press conference, not too bothered about that. Right, one more day of action left to have a look into. 2 new emails, transfer offer accepted for Fekir. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Right, so we've got Fekir into. I've just realised the wage budget is right. Oh god, right. Okay, we need to adjust the wage budget, which probably means we're not going to get everybody that we want. Okay, I reckon that'll do. I reckon that'll do it. Let's just test it out. We can adjust it again if need be. That's the main thing. Okay, so he wants 70k per week. We can give him that. He wants 4 years, and he will be a crucial first team player ahead of Okazaki and Dejoa, and partnering Remy up front. So that's Fekir, who was nearly signed as a replacement for Jamie Vardy, and Newcastle is the next game. So thank you very much for watching. Newcastle and Sunderland and Southampton will be the 3 games. We might simulate Sunderland. We're definitely not simulating Southampton or Newcastle. But Sunderland we might, depending on where they are in the league. I think they're bottom still. Yeah, they're rock bottom now. So it might be ideal to do that and simulate the Sunderland games so we can get a bit closer to some more transfer action. But thank you very much for watching. Newcastle always first up next episode, and I'll see you in the next one very soon indeed. See you later.